Hello, hello. Welcome to WIP IT Sundays. With me tonight, I got Commandant, formerly known as Box of Cannons Cannon, DaGobiCustoms, and GeekFusionTV. How's everyone doing tonight?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty damn good.
I exist.
Yeah, you made it on time.
That's right.
Everybody in bed?
No, well, the kid is, but the wife wants to spend time because she's off work. So I figured I'd get on time so I can get off at a decent hour.
Giggity. Yep. What's everybody working on tonight?
Just working on this head for Harker.
That guy.
That guy.
Got the Hang Solo in the chat. And this feller named Box of Cannons. Don't know who that is. This evening. And we got Sector 2813. Hello. And, let's get some. I figured out what was missing on the Geek Chat last night, Matt.
What?
There's no porn music.
Oh, shit. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I forgot. Damn it.
I'm working on conditioning my dry brushes.
I saw the West Coast Avengers while I got paint curing on Hulk and Primeval. I figured it's a little side project to upgrade my Spider Woman with some streak and spinneret parts.
I'm working on a Batman.
Is he happy to see us?
Maybe the trunks will help.
Speaking of that, hey, Don.
I am.
A folded hem stitch. Do you use the foot or do you do it by hand?
What?
A folded hem stitch.
If I can not hand stitch it, I will not hand stitch it. It's always a cleaner stitch.
No, I'm
and
saying like
from both sides.
No, I'm saying do you use a foot on your sewing machine, like a different foot, or do you do it with the just by hand, like fold the fabric over properly?
Oh, I fold the fabric over. I use the same foot.
Okay.
I rarely ever change my foot. If I ever find one of those skinny feet, I'll be lucky, but I never find one.
I found some, but they're expensive as all get out. For your machine out here, we got a place that specializes in the machine you got, but they want an arm and a leg for them.
I'd also like to get a new throat.
Give up on either of those.
Say what now?
If you give up those, you can't do no sewing.
Yeah.
I would like to get a single stitch throat for my machine. But it's like they don't even make that shit no more.
Like I said, dude, there's a store out here I can give you the name of, and you can call them and ask, and they can mail it to you. They're fair on their prices.
What?
Yeah, Matt, could you believe the absurdity of having two bicycles in that garage? Man,
No, it's crazy. That's just unnecessary.
I know. That's just way too much.
What the hell are y'all talking about?
I sent him in a picture earlier.
Yeah, okay. And it can't be as bad as that Modoc you sent me.
That's cool, though. Somebody scanned his head and modeled a Modoc chair to fit around his head.
Of who?
That's a bodysuit.
Cosplayer guy. He was making a 3D model. He modeled his head, and he actually made a chair that fits around his head he can actually wear.
Yeah, he is Modoc.
Yeah. Hello. And we got Hulk Smash in the house. Hey, family.
Hmm?
He's in the chat.
Family.
So his ass better go to bed.
Yeah, I hope you get feeling better, brother. He probably is in bed watching the stream.
Speaking of which, hey guys, I don't know if any of y'all ever seen these before, but the wife got me a gift. These are, and I don't know if y'all know who they are.
It might have been. Oh.
Artist Opus brushes.
Oh, nice.
These come from Manchester, England.
They come from France.
And she also got me a nice dry palette.
I redid the Mandarin robe.
Hey, Darth. Darth's in the house.
Hey, that Harker guy showed up.
I thought the last Mandarin robe looked good. What prompted the change?
No seam in the front. It's just flat fronted.
Ah,
Or this one. Oh,
Family.
you didn't like the seam in the front?
You don't like
yeah. I think I want that symbol that's down in the front to be solid and not cut in half.
I heard where that comment was going. I'm glad it got stopped.
The
seam comment?
Yeah,
where was it going?
I'm not going there.
What?
I don't know. He just said he didn't like semen, so.
Yeah, see, there you go. Like I said, I'm not going there.
Yeah, I got the paint curing on the Hulk and Primeval, so I'm just piddling around a little bit right now with my, what's her name? Jessica Drew's the red costume one. What's the other Slayer woman's name?
It's still Jessica Drew, isn't it?
Yeah, Jessica.
Yeah, both of them. Jessica Drew has like 3 different outfits.
No, that's different. Jennifer Carpenter.
From West Coast.
Jennifer
Oh,
Carpenter.
it is Jennifer Carpenter. You're right. What was her powers? What was like different from her and Jessica Drew?
One
I need to get up. I need
Jessica
to get
Drew's
up.
got bigger knockers.
Excuse me.
I'm just used to Jessica Drew. Like she's had multiple outfits. I also just everyone.
Well, Jessica Drew only got different outfits after the outrage from the art variant cover.
Oh, you're talking about where she's bent over and everything?
Yeah. The fake outrage. And when male characters get in the same type of positions.
Spider-Man's in that position all the time.
And then they showed the picture of a Spider-Man in the exact same pose.
Yeah, yeah. I'll say it's literally a normal Spider-Man pose.
Superhero comics are the characters are basically drawn, basically nude, just painted with a costume. Like,
well, not to mention they're like they're supposed to be like I wouldn't say unachievable, but their physique shows hard work.
They're fitness models shape.
Yeah, their physique is what hard work gets you. Like if you put in the work, you can look like that. I mean, it is none of that stuff is undoable except for like huge characters like Juggernaut. And hey, with the right medications, you might be able to get kind of close.
No, you need the Crimson Ruby of Sidorak.
Yeah, whatever y'all want to call it, man.
With hard work, you can get to be 8'9".
Well, there is that bone stretching that bone stretching surgery that could possibly end your life, but. Word from the wise people: always clean and condition your brushes. Get yourself some good brush soap. I use these guys, the Masters.
You lie.
Keeps your brushes good for a long time.
It loves you a long time.
Mm-hmm.
The more you know.
And that's one to grow on.
Knowing it's half the battle.
The other half is violent.
Extreme violence.
You forgot negotiation, surrender, all the good stuff.
Remember the features?
I didn't forget those things.
Kill your enemies with kindness. That's a minigun. I know. I named it kindness.
Kindness. Yeah.
Oh, this one guy, he had the purse on his sledgehammer. And he's like, all right, I got to hit it with my purse.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
That's funny. I don't know you. I can't use Winsor Newton today. I'm going to have to go with the old regular thinner.
Oh,
Hi, Jared. I got a question for you.
okay.
Okay, so I'm doing that that Ultimate Iron Man, right? And I just ordered some parts to do I ordered yesterday to do Thor. Now, what I've been, I use this stuff that when I do paint work and stuff, nothing to like what you do. I use that whatever that basic Vallejo acrylic paint is.
Yeah.
Is there better stuff to use?
I like the Mia and the Mr. Color paints real well. You gotta use a thinner for these. They stick to the figure really well. That's the issue I got with Vallejo. What I've used with Vallejo is getting it to bond to the plastic. And we're going.
Are you going to be applying any paint to the joints?
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah, then you're going to want to do Cameo or Mr. Color. It's going to come right off. Or you're going to be doing prep work to the joints.
The Mr. Color would work really good for that, and I can send you a link to where you can get that stuff at.
Okay. Yeah.
And I put a little bit of thinner into the bottles. That way I don't have to worry about it. You take a dropper and
it's acrylic paint, right?
it's a alcohol-based acrylic lacquer. To me, it's acrylic, but it's like an alcohol base, so you got to put a thinner in it, and that's basically the biggest difference between it and the Mr. Color. Where'd I got Mr. Color?
You don't wash the brush off with water. You wash it off with thinner.
Yeah. Yeah. The Mr. Hobby makes acrylics, but you want the lacquers for like the bonding really well.
Get this kind of stuff for your thinner, Mr. Color, Mr. Hobby thinners. These are for lacquer based.
That's too tiny. I can't read that without my glasses.
It's just a 250. I've got these two, the Mr. Color thinners.
The Tamiya thinner works too.
Yeah, I just like the Mr. Colors because they were cheaper. To me, for whatever reason, you pay them for the goddamn name. Well, at least where I'm at. Like Mr. Color is the cheap one, and to me is the expensive one out here. Also, all clad lacquer thinner works too. To clean up. If you want just a small bottle, it's cheap too. The all clad airbrush cleaner. Now I'll tell you a trick I use. I have pre-mixed my first base skin tone with Winsor Newton, with like a couple of drops of Winsor Newton, and it bonds pretty good. But you gotta let it dry, because Winsor Newton.
Just coming from the guy that likes to prime everything.
You're damn right. I like to prime everything.
Well, you don't prime everything.
No, y'all don't prime everything.
That makes it to where it makes a shell instead of actually sticking to anything. That ain't working.
Hey, Rife.
I ain't having no problems.
Is that what you use, the Purple Power?
So, Purple Power, I got the Mr.
Purple Power is what I use.
I got Super Clean.
Yeah, that's
Super Clean.
Yeah,
the same stuff basically.
But that's funny. It doesn't seem.
I soaked him for like 3 hours, and then I scrubbed him with a stiff bristle brush, and he still got his black lines.
I don't say Super Clean. I ain't seen that stuff tear off like factory paint. I've only seen it tear off like what you put on.
Yeah, the Super Clean, it doesn't really do factory paint.
Heck no.
So, for popping these hips, that's hard plastic off the female figures. Take a hobby knife and start scoring the glue lines. I go back and score that multiple times, and I'll show the next step in a moment. Are you about done cleaning them brushes?
It don't need to be that clean.
Cleanliness
Well,
is next
you
to
know.
cleanliness.
Didn't he say beat the dickens out of it?
Dickens. I'm trying. This guy said it.
You got to beat it like it owe you money.
Hurry up, put these trunks on him.
Here's a handy tool to have when you're cracking hips. Snap ring pliers. Go in here and
The only pliers that open when you squeeze.
there you go. Popped it right open.
Hey, Harker, you'll be proud of me, chump.
What you talking about?
I got some cape orders, man.
Oh yeah.
Just some generic ones, but yeah.
So did I. About 75 of them.
Yeah, I don't want to hear. See, why you got to do that? Huh?
Well, you started it.
I know. I was telling him because he should be proud. He just being a jackwagon.
No, he's actually.
Goddamn elitist. Don't worry, Harker. I could never steal your thunder.
You need to be making diodes.
Yeah, I'm working on that too. We done discussed this.
I don't see diodes being made.
No, you're not gonna see them. That takes too much time, man. That's that time lapse junk y'all gonna see. There is no way in the hell I'm making a diorama on stream again. I tried it, it ain't working. I've actually got some bricks pre-cut now, so I'm working on some brick walls and stuff for my mini diodes. I'm working on a brick wall for one.
You need to break it down into a procedure. Pre-cut bunch of stuff, then do your paint work, then assembly.
Well, that's why I went ahead and pre-cut all those bricks because I've got different types. I've got like a stone wall bricks, and I've got like regular bricks.
So I can actually reuse these hips later on.
And then if I could find it, I'd show you. Oh, here it is. So here's my bag for thrones. I've actually got a pre-made bag for thrones. So this right here are all throne pieces that I can easily duplicate and cut on my machine. And then, this right here this is the back of the throne. It can be shaped any way I want to. And then I can add on to the arms, legs, and feet any way I want to. So now I actually have started doing that. Like I said, you just ain't gonna see me doing it on stream because heck no. I ain't got a big workspace out here, and I'm not gonna have y'all like all up in my living room like that.
You should do shipping labels on stream too.
Shipping labels?
Yeah. You ever thought about doing shipping labels?
No.
No.
You could pay your bills with your credit cards on stream.
I think that's gonna work.
You could, do action figure trades or something on stream.
Yeah.
There's going to use the spinneret legs and shriek shoulders and the spinneret arms.
Also, Harker, I called you again. You didn't pick up. You suck.
I was asleep probably. What time did you call?
Probably about 30 minutes before the stream started.
Oh, I was asleep.
How can I pick your brain if you're asleep?
Osmosis.
Download it.
Through the nose with a hanger.
Ooh.
Egyptian style.
Mummification. Oh, we got some in the chat here. Wesley Foster to GeekFusionTV. If anyone needs parts.
Parts for what?
I don't know. Hang, sup up. Sup is this ladies' night. I guess where I'm working on the Spider Woman. At Box of Cannons, did you see the 3D printed throne and the Savage Crystals? If they give the file, you just print.
What?
Yeah. I haven't been keeping up with the Savage Crucible stuff.
I don't know how I feel about their joints. They don't look very sturdy.
I have a feeling about their joints. I feel they're ugly.
Are they using them weird hip joints again, like the old?
No. They use like sleeves. It's weird. Are you microwaving your brushes now?
That's me. I'm microwaving parts.
TV dinner.
So quick to talk shit to me. You didn't know it was me.
Getting in a quick snack. He's gonna be masticating on stream.
That's how you become a customizer. You got to eat your art.
I may have been muted. I don't know anything about the Savage Crucible stuff. I admit my ignorance.
It's a Kickstarter, independently done action figure line. There were like creatures and stuff, and like anthropomorphic, like lizard men and Cthulhu and stuff like that.
And they did.
Yeah, their human was called Who Man.
Their human has like a 10-pack abs, which looks awful.
I picked it up because I needed one of their humans for one of their humans for capes and whatnot, and needed their harbinger because I want to make the king in yellow.
Hey Pip, can I have some tea? My tea's in the living room.
Is this their throne here with the heads and the? I mean, that could look pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, you are super fucking fast with that Google.
Oh, me?
Yeah, it's like you're sitting in front of your computer or something.
Master of the Googleys.
I don't know what you're talking about. I do all this stuff by hand.
He drew that while we were sitting here talking.
Yeah, I'm drawing this in real time in 3D by
Do I have
hand.
any tea left in there? I mean, is there any tea left at all? Oh, well, can you make some tea, sweetie? You're awesome.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's talking to the family. I want to mute him.
What? I'm not talking to him anymore.
You were talking away.
I was trying to silence the man.
Yes.
You just have one of those faces.
Look, man,
Dang, a Popperson.
can't help it. I'm goddamn beautiful.
Let's see.
Who's gonna go see The Little Mermaid in theaters?
Not this guy.
I'm not a 14-year-old little girl.
I have one of those though, so yeah.
So doesn't mean you gotta watch it.
Yes, it does. I have to support my daughter in whatever she wants to watch.
Okay, so the trunks don't help.
Does he still look happy?
Oh God. Hey
Thank
Don.
you.
Hey Don, have you ever seen them guys that airbrush like the highlights in those things?
Yep.
You don't need a highlight on that.
No,
Don't need to accentuate that shit.
that
Well, they
shit's
do highlights.
casting plenty of shadow.
They do highlights and shading on it though. Well, there's a guy that does like Dragon Ball figures, and he'll do the Goku's, and he'll do the
You know-
soft good. He'll do the
You know,
soft
maybe
good.
I should take a picture of it and send it to him. Be like, hey, you want me to shave that down? Let's go. You want me to full on Namor that shit from Wakanda Forever?
Oh God dang. Oh, that's what I was gonna ask you, Harker. You know who Dritz is, right?
Yep.
How would you go about doing his cape? Like I'm thinking about cutting like just a generic cape shape, and then having the front fold down a little bit, and then layering like two more pieces of fabric on top to give it that fold, and then putting the fur underneath. Yeah,
Well, he has a hood too.
well, I can attach the hood, but I'm saying just to get that drape down look.
I like to pick up on those scientists
No comment because it's going to be one of my releases here coming up.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. I just spent $21 a yard on the material and $9 a yard on the fur.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't bowl stuff that's got electronics.
God dang it, Harker. I got a guy that wants me to make him a dreads cape.
No, just make them one.
But the sparks are fancy.
That does me no good, now does it?
Cake of action figures.
Kato? What?
Instagram. The throne.
So you're gonna be making a lot. I'm making like literally one.
Sector, I just need to put her in the box with her bird and get her sent off to you.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
I've been procrastinating. Sorry, man.
Harker, off stream, you at least got to share a little bit of that secret with me, if not even the whole thing.
I haven't really.
You can give me a generic version, not yours.
I haven't really thought of exactly what I want to do yet.
Okay.
You pop these feet off these.
Like I said, I'm literally making one. This is a one and done for me.
Sector 813 at Harker. Thank you, buddy. No worries.
Appreciate it, man. It's been hectic with all these Batman capes.
I bet, bro.
I'm getting some outside assistance with sewing them up, though.
Oh, okay. Hey, that was another question I had for you then. This should be an answer. Cheap fabrics like I can get at Walmart. What can imitate like shaggy fur?
I pay for the really expensive stuff at Joann's.
That's you. I said cheap.
I don't go for the if you buy the super cheap stuff, it is going to shed.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, this is for like me and Randall.
Well, he don't buy the cheap stuff, so
it's going to create bald spots like within a few, like in a couple of weeks there will be a bald spot.
That bad, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
Buzzy, you stinky.
Oh.
You know that?
I don't think they're gonna let me buy
You're
like just
cat.
like half a yard though.
Half
They
a
let me
yard.
buy half a yard, but I don't. When I first started out, I bought half a yard, but these days, if I buy fabric, it's a yard or more.
Well, like I said, this is just for me and my cousin, man. This is like
You don't need that much fur. You could easily just pick up, half yard for I don't know, $12, $13, something like that.
okay.
easy arm upgrade. They're using the Shriek shoulders and the spinneret arms. So I'm going to do the legs too.
Are you just going to do like a 3D printed head or something like that?
For what now?
Are you're doing a upgraded
No, I think he has
Jennifer
the head for it
yourself?
Oh, I got. I'm just upgrading the figure. I got.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you were going to do a better head while you're at it.
I actually like this head better than what they showed on that multi-pack.
Yeah, it's actually not that bad, man. Like that one and the new Spider-Woman, the red suit is actually pretty decent faces. That new one, on the other hand, oof. Not exactly my cup of tea.
I need to strip the red off the lower legs. Oh, that's what I need to do is get the feet off the other legs.
God dang it, Harker, you would have to make damn dreads, wouldn't you?
Well, my buddy is a huge fan of it, and he keeps on asking me to do it. And then the new one popped up, and I was like, okay, well, might as well now.
That's not going to work. I thought maybe like swapping out the hinges on the ankles, but the hinges on the old legs are bigger.
I found a really good cloth that's in between the two, because the one that's on the old grits is a little bit too saturated.
Yeah.
And so I found a good one that will work with that and will work with the new one.
Okay. You've been working on I said, man, I've been improving some techniques. I don't know if you can see the shield. I've done the wearing down on it.
That looks good.
The paint wear, the rust, all that. Just gotta give it one more clear coat. And then
I gotta find I know I have a second work somewhere, but I don't know where it is.
Okay. And you ain't got no female figures, you said. You tore them to bits.
No, they're not torn to bits, but they're somewhere.
Let's say, if you can give me just one female figure too, I'd be happy, man. Like, because I've got I ordered a 3D printed body. I've got one couple in for Goblin Slayer that I'm gonna make, and I've got one for a female necromancer. But I don't really have, the only female body I got is that She-Ra, the She-Ra chick.
Right.
Is it worth for you to make a Mockingbird sleeves for people who want to swap out the arms for double elbow and sleeves that will cover the arms?
They can use Lady Death, right?
That's a Harker question.
Oh, you want cloth?
Oh, you want?
And
I don't know. Just the sleeves might look weird, but then again, maybe it won't.
not to answer for Harker, but I've been doing a lot of these Mandarin sleeves, and it don't matter what material I use, they kind of still want to maintain their shape like a plastic one would.
I think because you're dealing with a like that oval shape, or that, you know, tube-like shape for that amount of size, even if you were to use something like let me see, even if you were to use something like this, that's real like real high end, it might not even fall too well. I mean, this one might work, but you know, with the right color. Actually, this one would work. It's just a matter of I guess you would boil and pop the arm. Man, I don't know, because you would have to take material out from the socket to get it to work right. And if you don't put the sleeve like all the way up the arm, it's going to look weird. Hard to say. You've piqued my interest on that now, though. I'd really like to see that. And I don't know of any of my friends locally that are going to get that set. A lot of my local friends are done with Legends. They're through in the towel.
Like
Quitters.
Rightfully so, though, man.
Did y'all see that article they had about the G.I. Joe and the wait time and all that stuff, and how it's affecting the collectors?
What are you talking about? G.I. Joe wait time has been excellent.
No, they're saying, like, so they're showing off, what do you call it? You know, they'll show off the name, like how they did the name figures, or then you got to wait for the, what do you call it? The 3D renderings or whatnot. They said a large populace of the community is starting to lose interest in between time, and they were saying that Hasbro needs to kind of get back on the ball with it.
The populace are upset over the QC. It's not the wait times.
Yeah, the wait times. There is no wait time, really. They're pumping things out
These
fast.
things, like Rock and Roll is in my pile of loot right now. Like Torpedo is supposed to hit next week. and that's like 3 months ahead of schedule.
Yeah, the thing I was watching today was talking about how.
Who are you getting your information from?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Let me pull up my YouTube real quick.
I can tell you if it's the one I'm thinking about. He makes stuff up.
Okay, hold on, I'll tell you what it is. What up.
I know exactly who it is. I'm not. You don't have to say it. That way we're not slandering somebody.
Okay.
We only slander ourselves on this channel.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one guy in the GI Joe community. He's laughed at because he makes up news all the time.
The guy I'm thinking of, he's a big news source, and he has a website, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, so he's just one of those guys that's just known to start BS.
Yeah, it's because he has like a channel, and he's trying to make some kind of news, get some kind of rumbling going. He's also kind of a shill in a way.
Okay.
Well, guys, it's 9:30. I gotta hit the hay. I gotta
Already.
go to work. Duty calls.
Oh yeah. Holidays for you, homeboy.
So thanks for letting me stop by. Thanks for leering at my commission. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Have a good one.
Have a good one.
Good, bro.
I got all the red off the bottom of the legs, but it stained the plastic, so I'm still going to have to paint. So I figured as much.
Oh, it made it pink?
No, it's actually yellow.
It'll be still easier to cover than it would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to grind down the hinges a little bit, too.
Would it be... Oh, those are new legs. I was going to say, would it be more beneficial to swap the peg, but I guess...
They're different sizes.
Oh, that's right. It's completely different legs.
Yeah. These are the spinnerets. So the arms were easy enough, but the legs is going to take a little more work.
I'd love to get my hands on like 10 of those bodies.
What, the spinnerets?
Yeah.
They're cheap online right now. People are probably trading them.
They're going up though. They're $20 now.
Why? Shrieks are like $8 right now. God dang.
Well, spinneret was a 2-pack.
I'm sure they'll start popping up in places again.
Well, as the Renew Your Vows set gets older, the set's going to the secondary figures still just going to go up, right?
Yep. The older packs get, the more expensive the parts get.
So what you're telling me is just hold on to all that crap I just got the other day. I got like 8 Wandas. The West Coast Avenger ones, or the comic book Wanda. I picked a crap ton of her up the other day.
At GeekFusionTV, I did not think that the large action figures got down to under $4. If anybody's looking for parts, finding them store. He's been finding stuff cheap. That's what he's been saying.
I wish I could trade my Renew Your Vows Spider-Man for like 3 or 4 of the spinnerets, honestly.
The spinnerets got different legs than Shriek. They're thicker.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're more muscular. Hopefully the arms don't fall off the new Joes. Yeah, that's the biggest issue with the Joes right now. It's the QCs. They changed the design of the arms, and we got that damn spinning meat connector now. That straight connection. They don't hold up.
I haven't checked out a review on Rock and Roll. I don't know if he has that same problem. No.
I don't know why they changed to like the tried and true like design for the shoulders.
Experiment cheaper.
It ain't no cheaper. It's the same amount of parts.
They wanted to get away from home design, I think. I think it had something to do with him. But I mean, not that he had any kind of rights or anything to it. I think they're just being, turds.
I wouldn't put that past either.
They were just like Marvel Legends arms before. Now they're doing those straight cuts.
I haven't bought any new GI Joes in a while.
I had to
So
fix my
They are putting
the
straight
design?
cuts in at the shoulders.
for the bicep swivels. Instead of being rounded at the top, they're straight.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
The overall design of them look really neat because they've gone to more, like closer to the source material. But overall, I don't know, they're just kind of shit in the bed. No QC.
And there's no reason for them limiting the budget on their own IP. They're already selling them at a higher profit margin than Legends because they own the IP.
Greed is a powerful thing, my friend.
Harker, what do you think of this? Does this look all right?
Let's see.
Yeah, Victor says looks like
Yeah, I like it.
Victor says looks like Shipwreck has started shipping. I've seen a few in-hand pictures of Shipwreck.
You're right, shore leave. I know you had to watch Venture Brothers, dude.
I mean, the only thing I could say you add is, like some of the bigger blocky ones, you could put smaller ones on, but honestly, it looks good. It looks really cool. I like it.
All right, we're gonna try adding some texture here. We'll see what happens.
Hey, what color are Carol Danvers' eyes? Blue.
Who, the what, and the why?
Miss Marvel. I'm redoing. I'm redoing my face. I said, what color are Carol Danvers' eyes? Are they blue?
They're blue.
Okay. Invest in a palette pad, people.
Oh yeah, some texture through those would really break up those bigger blocks. Oh yeah, that'd be good. That's cool. Buzzy, I know you want on the table so bad, but
I think it's gonna soften up some of those edges. I don't think there's anything I can do about that.
Oh, you're not talking in hyperspeed today, not Ken?
I'll work on that.
on the hyperspeed.
Well, let's see how they're topped out. The edges. I mean, it looks good to me like that. I think that looks really good.
All right, we'll work it.
I like the way you work it. No digging. Just bag it up. Somebody's got a fan going pretty hard.
That's my Dremel.
Oh, okay.
Let me turn my mic off.
A couple days ago, my cat poured my drink all over my Dremel, and it wouldn't turn on. It was toast. But there's no internal fuse on Dremels. Found out. It actually blew out one of the electric motor leads as its security feature, and I was surprised that it made it through it.
I got a question for anybody that knows anything about Mr. Color Paint. What is the difference between semi-gloss character white and just white?
Ooh, I don't know.
I don't either. It doesn't look any different.
If I had to guess, I would say that it's marketing.
What was the names again?
Semi-gloss character white and white.
Maybe one's flat.
Well, there was another one that said flat white.
Okay. Well, then the regular white, maybe that's gloss white. Or is there one called gloss white too?
There's one called gloss white too.
That's the sequel.
That's the.
I don't know. I'm trying to,
Like I said, I think it's marketing.
Trying to get a few basic paint colors to order, and
yeah.
Well, I need at least one white, but I don't know.
Your basic white.
I think they got one called super white.
That's racist.
That's what I am. Super white.
You don't say.
Rebrand as Harker White.
Yeah. Damn near ghost is what it's called.
Harker's Spooktacular Special.
Does not get along with sun.
Really, dog.
There's even more blues than there are whites.
Oh yeah.
Blue's one of those colors. If it was green,
Blues are really difficult to match because there's so many variations of grays inside of blues and greens, and it really makes a huge difference.
He's
Trying to find a decent blue that maybe I can mix with a little bit of white to kind of give an electric blue look to.
That doesn't work.
Well, son of a bitch.
It'll make that just makes a baby blue and a baby ash blue if you add a little black to it. An electric blue, you kind of have to put like a green and a white and a yellow in it to get it to come up higher. Your best bet is to buy an electric blue. Or
I would love to, but they're out of stock.
Where are you getting this stuff from?
I found a place called Spray Gunner.
Where's my place that I go to? House of Hobbies is where I go to.
And you got the USA Gundam store too.
Yeah. Try one of those.
But it always works out. Is the one that's sold out. I don't care what you're looking for. That's what usually it works out.
Is it Burbank's House of Hobbies?
Yep, that's it.
And then you said USA Gundam store?
Yep.
Okay, I'll check those two places. Trying to find one place I can get all the colors I want. So, because I was going to hop on Amazon, and they just charge shipping for everything you order.
Yeah, because they're
Amazon's the
all
worst place to buy paint.
they're all individual sellers.
This kind of makes me glad I have so many hobby stores nearby.
We only have Hobby Lobby, and they don't have this stuff. So,
Oh, I'm sorry, dog. I got like 3 or 4 toy stores that carry hobby stuff, so I can. As you see, I have a goddamn plethora of paint.
But hobby stores still don't carry Mr. Color.
Some Hobby Lobbies are carrying the
quite Oculus acrylics.
Yeah, the Aqueous line.
The
But-
more Gundam color is what they call them.
Yeah, they're hit and miss. Like I heard their skin tones are pretty good.
I've been wanting to try them. Every time I'm trying to go someplace to buy the skin tones, they're sold out. So,
Well, that's actually good news then.
that people are liking them and buying them.
and what is the difference between a regular color and one that says clear? Like they got
It's-
yellow and clear yellow.
Clear
It's
see-through,
probably
man.
transparent
Yeah,
or
it's
translucent.
That's how I've been doing your green on
The
your.
Hulk? Okay.
Yeah, it's like a clear green. I'm putting it over the silver so it gives it a nice metallic finish.
Yeah, the silver will shine through.
Hey, son, can you ask your sister about the tea? Thank you.
So the gray I'm using for the base for Primeval is the Oculus Gundam. What is? Let me get my glasses on. The print on these damn things are tiny. Semi-gloss water base. The Oculus are water base. In comparison, it's called Phantom Gray. It's got a nice bluish tone to the gray.
How are those sticking, by the way?
Oh, the Oculus
Uh-huh.
really needs. You got to put down a primer on these. Like
Yeah.
they don't stick as good as the Mr. Color and the Tamiya or Testers. So I primed it in a flat Mr. Hobby spray first.
Oh, okay.
Flat gray primer to get the. And I based it down in that darker gray. Then I dry brushed the Tamiya over top of that.
Yeah, that thing is looking so good. Like, you've managed to add some serious texture to that thing.
Of course, I had to add the chrome to there.
Oh, you busted out the old
Yep.
graphite, huh?
See, shiny.
That's nice. I've been meaning to tinker around with that on Storm Shadow's swords and on Kitty Pryde's sword.
You get that really cool color effect with it. I do a black wash, then I coat it in that green wash. Get that like
That sickly.
that sickly greenish gray.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, and I was just like, "Yep, that's the good." Put that bitch up too. Hell.
Check it on the chat. Looks like super expensive. It's Hasbro. Logic does not apply to them. Cool Strider. Collector Express. Can the logo of Superman's shield pop off or War World Superman? If so, do you think the Liu King torso from McFarlane would work on the rest of the parts suits? A lot of the parts are interchangeable.
World.
The one where he's like the
World Superman. That's the Barbarian one.
That's the SNL one. The where he's got like the S logo and he's like
The chains and stuff.
It does pop off, but it's super thick. It's like 10 millimeters thick. I did that. I did the mod with the V-Toys body for my friend, and I had to shave that thing down really hardcore. And you got to be mindful of the depth of the yellow instead of the depth of the red. That way you don't end up going through the yellow. But yes, it does work. You can get it down pretty low to where it will fit on a chest piece and look just fine. Because we got it on that V-Toys torso, and it looked quite good.
That boy thick.
Oh yeah, he down with the thickness.
Wesley's saying your mic's kind of muffled tonight to Geek Fusion.
Oh, really?
You sound fine now. Though earlier, I think you were being a little quiet. StreamYard has these issues.
I am gonna head out here. I'm gonna go hang out with my brother. So,
all right.
Thank you for having me on, and make some more progress on this here later this week.
Cool. Thanks, buddy.
Looking great.
It's getting there.
Daniel Martinez, those are some great customs that you're designing. That goes to everybody.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Sector 2813 at Harker, thank you. War World Superman is one of them with the super long legs and ZZ Top would be proud of. She's got legs. A lot of McFarlane figures have weird proportioned legs. They're like way too long. Then others are perfect. I don't get it.
It's all about perspective.
Yeah. You're supposed to do shots from overhead too. All a matter of perspective.
Okay, what he said.
I don't blame nothing on that man anymore. Now that I know he has absolutely no control.
Oh, does he not?
No. He has no control over what he can make other than his own line. Like, that's it. He has control over Spawn.
He's not the reason he bet me?
He gets something every now and then that he gets free reign on, but DC makes 100% of the decisions of what he can make because they are the majority profit holders. I didn't know that. They are majority profit holders on all of the stuff that's made. So he gets a 15% kick on all of the stuff that's made. That's a shit deal. Is what it is, man.
No wonder he pumps out so much.
Yeah, 15% kick is not great.
As long as he's pumping it out and the stores are buying, he's getting 15%.
Yeah, and the buyback isn't on him; it's on DC. So, he's like, screw it. know, you gotta. It's up to you on the buyback. You don't have to worry about it. Like you want to sell it to, an Ollie's, Ross or whoever else, fine, but it's not on me.
Matt, do you want to show me something that you got and I don't have now? I wish they'll do another run of those.
Run what?
The Batmobile.
Hopefully
they do another run. They'll fix the freaking canopy.
What's wrong with the canopy?
It's gray. They didn't put enough paint on it. They paint whatever paint they use dried gray.
That's funny. That's gotta suck.
That thing's gorgeous still. I don't want that so bad.
Thank you, Amazon.
Fuck you, Amazon.
Hey man, Alexa listens. Better watch it.
Canceled my freaking pre-orders. You going to start on your lights this week?
Yeah. I got all my lights and stuff in the box over here, and I'll start getting those up. And
fun part's are you going to take your figures down, or?
I got to take everything down. I got to take everything off the shelves, and I got to take all the old lights off, and then move all the shelves and rerun all the. It's going to be a pain in the dick.
That's going to take hours and hours and hours and hours.
It's going to take forever, man. It's going to take forever.
I'm sorry.
You got this.
Yeah.
I've been through that. It sucks.
Yeah. So. Oh, well. We'll see.
Just remember, you didn't choose this life. This life chose you.
Oh, I did get this guy in, Jared. You saw him last night, but.
Oh, yeah.
This dude's sweet.
I almost picked up another one of those.
I went to grab them, but then when I got up to check out, these things are not $25.
Yeah, they're like 30 something, right?
$33.99.
What figures
I did not know that because they were with all the rest of the figures. But by the time I got up to pay, I was just like, I'm not putting it back. Fine.
What figure is that? I didn't get to see it, buddy.
The Black Series Gamorrean Guard.
Okay.
Miss Piggy and Kermit's child.
Yeah, their love child.
Yeah, it's good to know they're getting work.
It's a well done figure, though, man. Like, it looks good.
Hell yeah, I love mine. I have the old one. I don't know if there's any differences. Probably the little dot matrix on the face, but it's so.
It's not a human face, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah. But I still want to get Bib Fortuna and the Emperor because they're in the same wave. I didn't see Chewie, otherwise I would have grabbed him too. So I need a Chewie. I don't have one.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca.
Has Black Chrysanthemum come out yet?
Not yet.
Mm-hmm.
The comic one is coming out first, right?
Yeah, the big one, right?
I thought he already came out.
That was on the Chewbacca body.
Oh, they're doing a separate one?
Not the Chewbacca body?
They got the one that's coming out that's not on the Chewbacca body.
Yeah, that's the Book of Boba Fett one.
Yeah.
That one's not out yet. Black Series takes forever to come out.
They put the tape
because
in.
Lucasfilm, they go back and forth like 400 times on prototyping until they're happy.
I mean, the Bad Batch figures came out good because of it, so I'm not gonna complain, man.
Oh yeah, they look great.
The only thing I had a problem with Hunter's, his tattoo was kind of off.
Do you want to buy the Dr. Afra set for a ridiculous amount of money?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
I don't love my kids that much.
I saw the new Dr. Afra.
Yeah.
Passed on that one. I didn't really care, but I saw those.
Gonna set these legs to the side because they got Winsor Newton. They need to sit for a bit. The plastic's still soft. Okay.
They got to have 27 different colors of white.
I got
Just get a super gloss white. Gloss is always going to have a better stick than flat.
I got a nice off-white from Mr. Hobby. It's from the Oculus from Hobby Lobby. It's good for eyes.
I can tell you why there's so many
They call it
options.
Gundam White.
The reason there's so many options for white is because of white is the absence of color. So anytime you add any amount of color back to it, you get a different shade of white. It's all about them saturation levels, buddy.
All right, so here's what I've got so far. I got semi-gloss yellow, plain yellow. I got a chrome silver because I'm going to need that for my Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
I got a flat tire black. I got a gloss black, metallic red, and a semi-gloss regular red. Trying to think of all the colors I'm going to need to do these figures that I'm going to do.
Did you get what color red did you get?
I got
#3?
It's 108 and then 75 because I do want a metallic red.
This is #3.
You for metallic red, you're going to want their Mr. Metallic, not the metallic in Mr. Color. It's a big difference. Huge difference. Massive difference.
Let's see.
Now the Mr. Color does have a fume to it.
Most certainly. You're going to want to wear a respirator at the very least.
If you're brush painting, I fine, but if you're going to airbrush,
Yeah, I'm not airbrushing anything.
Yeah, I'd still wear some kind of mask, even if it's just like a cloth one. A vid mask or something. Yeah, Mr. Metallic is the way to go.
So if I want like a chrome silver, the one I've got is Mr. Metal. Was the only one that popped up. It's not Mr. Metallic. It's Mr. Hobby, Mr. Metal, chrome silver.
What are you going for?
Accents on an Iron Man figure.
so that'd be fine.
Can you share your screen and show me what red you're picking up for metallic?
Yeah.
You said accents on Iron Man figure? Can I see the figure?
What's a War Machine that I'm turning into an Ultimate Iron Man? You know, the MCU War Machine from Endgame?
Right. I was going to say, here's how I do my metal accents. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay, I'm sharing it.
Oh, hold on a sec. I gotta get my mouse. Wherever I put it at.
This is, let me find it here. Hold on. Yeah. So this is the one. This is the red, Mr. Metallic color.
That's perfect. That's
then
exactly.
this is the silver, Mr. Metal color. Chrome silver.
Yeah, I've never used that one, but yeah, let me know how that one works out.
When I was looking for metallic silver under Mr. Hobby, this was the one that popped up. So,
Okay. Yeah, I'd love to know how that one works out.
Can I see the figure?
Let's see. I guess there's this one. Metallic white silver. There's not a lot for silver.
That's probably a pearl, the white silver.
And then there's this Mr. Metallic rough silver. I don't know how those would compare to this one.
Well, I think you're gonna get a truer chrome probably out of that right there. I'd probably stick with that.
Okay.
I'm about out of silver myself. I'm going to make an order.
Yeah, so far that's what I've got. So I've got they don't have the number 3 red. So I've got the 108 semi-gloss character red. I got number 1 white. There's metallic, Mr. Metallic red. Got 2 different kinds of black, a flat black and a gloss black, chrome silver, and then this yellow. Because I need a decent yellow.
You see the regular Mr. Color, just like your gloss black right there? Yeah, just like that type. When those right there say metallic, like don't ever get those. Those never come out quite as metallic as because I have like 3 of those. I have a green, I have a red, and I have something else, and they didn't come out very metallic at all. So just avoid those and you're good. The Mr. Metallic stuff is really good.
The only thing left I need is a good blue.
Okay, what color? Like you want like a?
So okay, so the ultimate Thor that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be making. I got another one of these, which is the Infinity War Thor.
Mm-hmm.
And it's mostly good to go. I'm going to do a head swap. I'm going to do the arm swap. I'm going to do some brown on the boots. And then his belt's going to be silver. But on the ultimate Thor, the pauldrons that he's got on him. Is that the right word? Pauldrons, whatever those things are on his shoulder. I don't. What do you call the thing? The big red circles he's got on his thing. Anyway, those are kind of an electric blue color. What do you call those things? I said pauldrons. I don't know what those things are called.
I don't know. They're just armor pieces.
Those discs.
Yeah, the discs. Yeah. Pauldrons would be shoulder pieces.
Shoulders, yeah.
I got this Arctic blue from Testers.
Yeah, maybe something. I just need it because they kind of have a blue glow to them on all the pictures. In old, Ultimate Comics, they're always like lit up with lightning.
Yeah, if you for a lightning kind of a glow effect on that, I would go with just a medium blue for the whole thing. And if you have an airbrush, you just spritz the middle of each one, and with just add a little white to it and spritz the middle of each one, and you have exactly what you're looking for.
Okay, so just a basic blue.
Yeah, basic blue. You're good to go.
Like this one here, like the number 5, just gloss blue.
Perfect.
Okay. All right, so I got yellow, silver, 2 blacks, 2 reds, a white, and a blue. I think that's most of the base. I need brown. I still need a brown.
The earlier colors are usually the ones that I found are the more basic ones.
Yeah, like this one, number 7, Mr. Gloss Brown.
Yeah, that would be their more basic. But that thing got a lot of red in it, man. It's got a lot of red.
Let's see. What are there? I like this one better because I need kind of a.
I would go with that.
You
can add yellow to that to get a brighter one, and you can add black to that to get like a raw umber look. So
Yeah, I need more of like an earthy, dark dirt brown because that's what his boots look like.
Then just add, get that and just add a little black to it, and there you go.
Yeah.
Or if you just don't want to bother with mixing it, get a raw or a burnt umber, something like that.
That'll work. I think that's the most basic colors I need to start off with. I mean, once I get to Hawkeye, that's going to be a bitch because I got to try and come up with a good purple for him. That ultimate Hawkeye is in a purple suit.
Highly recommend just getting the exact color you want. Don't try to mix.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to start with these. This will get me started on the first couple figures I'm going to do, which is Iron Man and Thor.
I guess. Let me get caught up.
Still got to come up with how I'm going to do his version of Stormbreaker. I'm not sure how I'm going to work that one yet.
You can pick up some for parts. The Marvel Select one. You can get him pretty cheap and grab a Stormbreaker and maybe use the head off it.
I was going to use the head because I've got. I was going to use the head and arms off of this guy. Because he's actually, I mean, that's basically what that head sculpt is basically what Ultimate Thor looks like.
Right.
So I was going to use the arms and head off of him. I still got to figure out, I don't want to have to, that's another piece of advice I need, how to swap arms without having to crack the torso.
Nope.
If it's possible. I don't know if it is.
Not really.
That new Nightfall Batman goes for pre-order on the 31st. I think about, I'll probably get that one. It looks good.
It looks pretty good. I'll be honest though, like I'm gonna get it because it looks like perfect classic Batman. But I was really impressed with how good this one is.
Oh yeah, that one's nice.
I was surprised.
It looked like they're probably using parts from that one too.
I think they did. I think the only thing they swapped out was the upper torso. He's got the Hush Batman's got a different upper torso and obviously a different head because he's got the longer ears and everything. But other than that, and the cape's different. Like it looks like the same sculpt.
Yeah.
So they did a really good job with this one. I think it's definitely their best Batman they put out so far. We'll see when the Hush one comes out. But
the Crack Cow Mafia in the house. It's my little nephew. Put in a big pile and take a picture. I'm not sure what was there. If that's the case with DC, then don't blame him for making so many figures. Like I don't know with him not having control. I'm sure he's pumping out as many as he can. If that's smallest percentage he's getting, that's why he pump out more stuff.
Getting absolutely wrecked. I mean, it's no wonder they went with McFarlane instead of Jazzwares because Jazzwares wanted a legit license, just like Marvel Legends. And as soon as they were like profit share, and they're like, they backed out. They're like, no, we don't want profit share.
So GeekFusionTV Sector 2813 says he's got a ton of Black Series series if you need any. He's got the early ones.
I don't know. I'm trying to focus my collection on Black Series because I've been I never really collected Black Series. I've only got like
I have just about every Black Series. Just about.
Well, I kind of decided I want to start collecting the ones that I had as a kid. You know, the Black Series versions of what I had. So kind of the Black Series versions of the classic 80s figures. And as I was going through my collection, I was like, I have like almost none of them. I've got Darth Vader, which is great. I got that 40th anniversary Darth Vader, which is a fantastic figure. You know, I've got Boba Fett, obviously, because I have 7 different Boba Fetts, although they're not all Black Series. But other than that, like I don't have any of the ones that I had as a kid. So I'm like kind of starting over. You know, I would just pick them up when I thought they were cool. So I've got like a lot of the different types of stormtroopers, and you know, I've got the Dark Trooper, and I've got Grievous, and clone troopers, and you know, just kind of random stuff that I just thought looked cool. I never really had like a direction I was going with my Black Series stuff. And
I'm selling all of mine. and trading all of mine.
You got the Bad Batch?
Yep. Got all of them.
Davin, you want the Bad Batch? Harker's got them.
To me, is the tape I use, the masking tape. That's the best masking tape for hobby stuff. It leaves a clean edge and don't bleed like the old blue painter's tape. Sector 2813 says the Black Series figures don't fit the scale he clicks. He's got them packed away.
Yeah.
Chrome it.
Yeah, I started collecting the vintage collection instead. I just moved down a scale.
See, that's the thing is I have far more vintage collection stuff and old stuff. I've still got a bunch of older figures. I've got lots of, I say lots. I've got, older ships and things like that. I still prefer, when it comes to Star Wars, the 3 3/4 inch stuff. So I've got way more of that stuff than I do my Black Series, but I'd kind of like to, build up my Black Series a little bit, even though I don't know, just because that's the stuff I collected as a kid. I like that 3 3/4 inch stuff better. Plus, you get the ships and all the stuff that you don't get with Black Series. You just can't have at that scale in any realistic collection, because they're, the few that they put out are huge and expensive, and so I like the 3 3/4 inch stuff better. It's the same thing I do with GI Joes. I've got far more 3 3/4 inch Joe stuff than I do classified series stuff. But still, it'd be nice to at least have some of the main figures, that I had as a kid in Black Series. I don't even have a Luke Skywalker or a Han Solo, like at all.
The newer Luke is quite good.
Yeah, that Jedi, whatever that new one that just came out, right? The Jedi School
and they have a custom cloak on it. Just saying.
Yeah, I was thinking about picking him up.
He's expensive now. Very expensive now.
Yeah. The one I want to get, my favorite Luke, which was one they never made as a kid. They didn't make it until Power of the Force.
When they were jacked.
The what?
When they were on steroids.
Well, yeah, no, well, yeah,
extremely power of the Force.
No, my favorite Luke that they never made when I was a kid, that they didn't make till later, was him at the end of A New Hope when he's in the yellow jacket. I've got him in Vintage Series, the Vintage Collection. I don't have him. I know they made him. I don't have him in Black Series.
I have him.
Hey guys, baby's up. I gotta bang out.
All right, have a good one.
Later.
That jacket one you're talking about. What was funny is when they released it. How in the hell you do this? They misspelled Skywalker on the Black Series one.
They misspelled it. Anything that you're looking for, if you're wanting to buy it, go to eBay, go to sold auctions, look at the last 4 that have sold.
Yeah.
Average out that number and cut off about, 30, 40% of it, and that's what I'll sell it to you for.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of the
you aren't by chance interested in any McFarlane DC multiverse, are you?
No.
I'm about to clear through a bunch of my collection of that shit.
No multiverse.
Yeah, I know. I got all excited about it for a couple years, and I got a bunch, and now I'm just like, I'm kind of not really into it anymore.
You get rid of your Hal Jordan Parallax. I'll be interested in that one.
Yeah, I haven't decided. I mean, I'm gonna keep some of them. I haven't figured out which ones I'm gonna keep though.
Well, I would trade for that one and give that to Jared if you decide that you want to trade for that. So if you decide that you want to trade that, you could just send it straight to Jared, and I would trade you some stuff for it.
Mm-hmm.
Jared's doing work for me, so it's kind of a good trade for me.
That's after I get through with the Mecha Hulk and Primeval. I'm going to work on your wings over here.
I'm in no rush.
I'll go ahead and start. That gets me in the mood to work on it because
But well, like I said, that can be like a channel only thing that you can work on. So I don't mind it taking like a long time for you to knock it out.
sounds cool. Everything is content. Everything is content.
Yeah, get content out of it. I opened them and I checked them out, made sure all the joints and stuff were good.
Oh, that's good because they're bad to leave out elbows and knees and.
Yeah, I wanted to be 100%. Like I wasn't gonna just send you the figure straight up and then it have a problem. So yeah, I went ahead and went through all the articulation on it, made sure that everything was fine. It's actually a really good body. I actually really like this one. I like the size of it a lot better than Vulcan for sure.
Yeah, especially for Archangel. It's got remnants of the Vulcan design, but just a little bit smaller body.
I mean, I like the fact that the bodysuit looks like a bodysuit instead of a naked guy that's just a different color.
Yep.
And the fact that you really don't have to do like hardly anything to the blue, I don't think. Like even a lot of these joints, they're very deep, so they don't touch like at all. Like inside of this cavity, I don't know if you've looked at that on yours, but it takes like you actually getting way up there in order for it to touch. So paint rub is like non-existent on this thing. Maybe right here it needs clearance.
So you're doing like an angel figure?
Archangel.
He's making an archangel for me.
Archangel?
Yeah. Like right here might need clearance. Maybe. But I mean, this is a boiling pop scenario, so prepping that is easy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
the
nice.
color is almost perfect for Archangel's colors.
I love it. I love the darker look. I mean, in the piping, I like the piping too, so you can just adapt all that. And I'm totally good with these boots. They don't need to be all pointy and stuff. You can just
cool.
I mean, I'm totally cool with you just kind of doing your own thing with it and making your own kind of style. I'm not picky about accuracy. I have some unique stuff up on my shelf too. Like, nothing's perfectly accurate. My Revo cable isn't. My Kitty Pride isn't. Omega Sentinel isn't. Like, there's a bunch of them up there that definitely aren't like the Canon look.
Oh, I like my favorite Winter Soldier is when I did a mismatch of Winter Soldier and his Captain America costume.
Yeah, that's dope.
Use the Electro's knees where they get the armored pads and Electro boots. Turned out really nice. I'll just grab it on the shelf here in a second. Winds are newting off my hands. Well, that's an upgrade I eventually want to do for my domino, like you've heard, streak upgrade. Here you go. Where's My
Oh yeah,
Logitech.
that's dope. I always liked Bucky being Cap.
I did too. I
I'll be
used
right back.
the movie arms, painted them a match, and I use fingernail art for the star on your shoulder. The camera focus. Yeah. There it is.
You just got to make me feel bad, don't you? I'm sitting here looking at my little kit bashed Winter Soldier, and I'm just like, now it looks like trash.
Well, this is an older one. I made it a long time ago. I got the head from Casting Cave. I think it's a softer rubber one. Dry brush the straps around them.
All right, fine. I'm going to show you my trash. Fuck you.
Hey, that's not bad either. I like it.
I really like this. What was this? What was this costume from? I can't remember what this costume was from. This Captain America costume.
It was a completely inaccurate. It's like made from
it's.
stitches.
I can't remember what it was from, but
I think it's some kind of stealth suit to like Secret Wars or something.
Is it Secret Wars? Is that what it was?
Secret Wars 2, I think maybe.
But I had like Build-A-Figure pieces for Stiltman, and I was like, well, I can use his arm for something, and so I popped off the arm, and then I used the head sculpt from. I kept meaning to paint a mask on him, and I never did. The head sculpt from what's that guy's name? From Eternals.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Is it Icarus? Icarus from Eternals, because I had used his other. I used it because it came with two heads, and so I don't care. I only bought all those figures because I got them all for like $5 or something on clearance. Mm-hmm. So I used one for Bucky, and then the other one I used for my custom Vulcan.
Yep, that's what I did with my Vulcan too.
So I had those, and then I was like,
I used the same Miles Morales hands on Vulcan.
The hand, yeah. Because I'm not posing him with those hands on there, and it looked great. And then I just took that Cyclops, what was it? Age of Apocalypse Cyclops.
Mm-hmm. That looks good on him.
And then
I would have thought to add that to him. That looks good.
Yeah. Well, I had extra of those too because I had picked up a bunch of them. Because those were also ones that went on clearance because nobody cared about them. So I had extras.
So inaccurate too. Like,
yeah, they weren't very good figures, but like they're okay. It made for a decent Vulcan with just throwing the thing on there. I wish I was trying to see if I could figure out how to get a cape on him. To go with that, but I never got that far on him. But yeah, it
like a shoulder cape or what?
Well, he's getting it depends on which version. Like, because sometimes he's, in the comics he had like the full like emperor get up, with the cape and the shoulder pads and all that stuff. It just depends on who was drawing him.
Because the shoulder cape coming off of that pauldron would actually look really good.
Yeah. So I was trying to figure out how to get a cape on him, but I don't do cloth work. So I was trying to mess with some of because I got like a box of capes, that are all just plastic capes, and none of them looked good, and I couldn't get any of them to work right. So I was like, yeah, well, screw it.
You're not opposed to cloth?
No, I prefer cloth good stuff.
Oh,
it's just, I don't do any of that. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't have any of that stuff. I don't, yeah, I prefer cloth good stuff. Cloth goods is always a nice upgrade, especially, like when you get crap like this, like
when I come across my
I got this from Amazon, Nemo Field. Sorry about that.
When I come across my blue material I'll pull some out and do just a little quick cape for you. Do you want it wired, or are you good with just an unwired one?
What for Batman?
No, for your
Vulcan?
Vulcan.
Oh, dude, I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care about wired capes.
Okay. I'll just do a little unwired one
Yeah.
for you, and then you can just glue it on under that pauldron, and boom, there you go. You'll have something a little special.
Yeah, because a cape would really make him look a lot better.
It would look really cool. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
anything like that kind of piques my interest, you know?
I was thinking about getting another one of these shoulder pieces and gluing it onto the other side and then just having it come crossways, or either that or taking it off and having it suspendered on there so that he'd have two.
I think having a cape come off of that that pauldron, just
Just
side
like one
cape.
side.
Yeah, I think that'd be really neat.
Yeah.
Kind of like the classified Cobra Commander, where he's got that one draping off that pauldron.
Yeah. Or, Boba Fett, like just the one side.
Yeah,
hanging out.
exactly.
Did anybody get the Beast Boy bath and the figures in that wave? I haven't got any of those. I always wait. With McFarlane, I kind of wait till when they go on clearance.
Or
I saw the gold label Beast Boy the other day at Walmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was just like,
yeah.
but I've gotten, I seriously, like, I mean, I do like McFarlane's stuff, but I'm just way, way, way more picky than I was like 6 months ago with his stuff.
Oh, that does kind of look like Gary Busey.
Yeah, it does. Gary Busey as the Hulk.
Before or after the accident, the motorcycle accident?
Careful. You might summon him to shove a Fire TV stick up your ass.
Yeah, that old Domino needs a shriek upgrade and a chesticle upgrade. I think Captain America was based on the concept. Yep, that cap. Trifter Cheetah from J Toys goes up for pre-order tomorrow at Big Bad Toy Store on the 1st. And the monster cereals were super cool at 16th scale. I passed on the monster cereals, but kind of wanted Chester Cheetah.
I really wanted the Count Chocula, but I passed.
Hey man, I don't see Gary Busey now. Thank you.
Which one is that for?
It's for Dom. It's supposed to be an Ed Norton style Hulk. I paint matched it to work on the Maestro body. It's the last thing I'm gonna paint up for him to then start getting everything packed up, ship up to Canada before he tries to say that make a Hulk's his.
Yeah,
into the box.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, while you're at it, will you do another Mecha Hulk?
He said, I was talking to him on Facebook, he said he wanted to do one on his own.
Yeah, he's going to use a cinema raw casting of a enlarged Toy Biz Hulk, face-off Hulk. He's going to use one of those heads instead of the MCU resculpted like we did. When's Honda's chat start tonight?
He starts usually at around 10 o'clock my time, so 11 for your time. But he got banned on YouTube, so he's only on Rumble right now.
When's his banned in? Or is he completely banned?
I think it technically ended already, but he's being overly cautious because he's got more than one strike. He's got two.
Yeah, I'd like
So
a couple of them.
So if he does anything, it gets the channel shut down. So he's going to wait till all the strikes drop off where he starts going live again on YouTube.
Don't blame him there.
I almost back in 2018. I almost lost my channel for the same thing. That's that channel that's now Geek Fusion. The reason I even started a second channel was because I went for 3 months. I couldn't do anything on my channel.
Oh,
And I just changed. I mean, when I decided to do toy stuff on that channel, I just changed the name. And because it was just a backup channel that I was having to use. I had to use it for 3 months because I couldn't do anything. I couldn't upload videos. I couldn't go live. I couldn't do anything on my channel.
oh, they can have it completely locked down.
Yeah, I didn't get enough strikes to get my channel shut down, but I got enough that I couldn't do anything with it. And all because it was stuff that, like, you know, and it was all for stuff that I had done sometimes years before, like stuff that used to be okay to do on YouTube, all of a sudden wasn't anymore. And so they retroactively went back and were giving people strikes.
That don't seem right.
It's like this was all, you know, this stuff was okay 3 years ago, and now all of a sudden you change. It's like, why are you giving me strikes for stuff retroactively when it was okay? Like, y'all were fine with it. Y'all made money off my videos back then. Like,
well, if
you know
it's fine, then why not just if there's an issue with it, with changing the rules, if it's an older video that predates the rule change,
yeah,
then just give you the option to like edit pieces out, or
yeah, and they didn't. They would just give you strikes for stuff. So
that's bullshit.
Yep. Because they decided, oh well, we changed the rules, and now they just went back over, like, at that point, you know, 8 years of videos of mine, and we're like, oh, we don't like these.
Retroactive.
Yeah. It's like, well, they were fine for the last several years. You didn't have a problem with them. Didn't have a problem putting ads in front of them and making money off of them. You didn't have any issues then.
Oh, like I don't know if you know the Metatron, that guy does like I don't know if he's Italian or Greek but he does like historical, like armaments and armors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They demonetized his channel right now. It's completely shut down.
What?
He's still doing videos, but he's had to like open up his Patreon, like ask for people to help out with that, because what probably did it was where he was talking about how historically inaccurate the Cleopatra documentary is.
Wow. Yep. That probably do it.
It's
Right.
It's
Racial insensitivity.
and it's not even the fact that it's like it's historically inaccurate. The characterization of the character of the person is completely wrong. That's what he was talking about, and very known historical character who is famously Greek.
Yep.
It's not up for debate. There is artwork, coins, hieroglyphs. It's very well documented. She's Greek.
Is that Mr. Freeze?
Yeah. This is the after 3 years of waiting, this is the Mezco Freeze.
That's nice.
Got this little stand on. I'm gonna take that off there. This
Oh, sweet. Lights up.
Oh, that's cool.
Just the image.
Oh, a Blueberry glows in the dark coming for STC. He comes with a travel size cereal box. In a travel size cereal box, sorry.
He comes with a lot of different stuff. Comes with two heads that really look super similar, but good articulation. Even it's in the dome, with the dome off and on. I opted just to stick with the pistol. The frost is like flock, so they flocked all this to make it look like it's frosted. So I really like it. Some people don't like it because they don't like the feeling of flocking.
So Robo will not be buying that.
I guess not.
He hates flocking.
Mm-hmm.
I love the way flocking feels.
I think it's fun. I like
Flocking
I-
has been hurt.
I flock as much as possible because it's always fun. But you know, I mean, it's not everybody agrees.
The Adrian's asking what material are Marvel Legends belts made out of? Is it plastic or vinyl? It's like a soft PVC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here's the legs for my Primeval. So it's that dark bluish, really dark gray. It's got a bluish tint to it. I'm going to dry brush Tamiya. What's this called? I don't know. XF91 gray. I don't know the actual word name. Got my dry brushing. So I'm going to lose my dry brushing paper, or they're going back to the window boxes.
They'll probably put them in the baggie anyway and have the boxes. Just a troll.
I find it hilarious that anybody ever thought that they were actually doing that for environmental reasons.
Right.
They were doing it because it's cheaper.
This piece goes like in front of the mask or front of the dome if you want. Let me So it has like a respirator kind of look, but it hides like the majority of his face.
I think it looks better when you can see his face.
Yeah, I don't really care for it all that much, but I guess, I don't know if you want like that look for some reason. Then it has this, I don't know, iced up thing that goes on his face.
What is it, an ice xenomorph? What the?
I don't understand. It just goes on his face.
Is it for him, or is it for like people he's shooting?
I guess it's people he's shooting, maybe. I don't know.
I wouldn't think he would have ice like that on his own face.
I guess.
Only logical reason I can think of that they would have that.
One of the big attractions for a lot of people was this gun, which I
A gun?
which I honestly didn't give two shits about, because he has a hard time holding it. It's got this really bad grip. He can only hold it with his left hand. He has a hard time holding it with his right. They only gave him a resting hand. They gave him like a claw hand that can hold it on this side, but it's not meant to be used like that. But it has like lights in it too, and they went way too bright. So because like it illuminates on like right here. Probably not going to be able to see it. Yeah, you can. It illuminates right there, so it's kind of meant to be facing outward. So he's kind of meant to have it in his left or left hand trigger. But this is so bright, it's like
Flashlight.
it is flashlight level of LED.
Dang on.
If you are looking right down it, it actually sucks. And I don't know. Once I gave up on this thing, I started liking this figure a lot. So, yeah. It looks absolutely incredible. And I am definitely going to use it on somebody else, like, for sure. at some point, but not on him. He's got this other face and he's just scowling, which is very much close to the other blank face.
Yeah, you could take that Doc Brown and do him up like Rick and have him carrying that thing as like a Rick gun.
This is like effect that like latches onto like people's feet to freeze them in place. It's got little dry brushing on it. It's pretty cool. They even made it to where the feet go in pretty good. They stay up pretty damn sturdy.
Talking
I
about
like this effect. They did a good job. I'll never use it.
talking about Rick. I like that reel. I don't know if I sent it to you, Harker, on Instagram, where Rick's like crying and look like with Carl there. It's like when you find your son like doing TikTok dances instead of looking for big booty Latinas.
Yes.
You could use those effects on Iceman.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think this one's for the gun, and this is all flocked right here. I guess this one's for like the chest. I assume so, considering it fits on the chest. And Doc has the appropriate reaction. So he's getting blasted here.
Yeah,
So
two of those speed effects that look cool on the Iceman, big chunky feet.
I think a lot of people are so disappointed. Did it take them ages and that's absolutely stupid? Yeah, that's absolutely stupid. Am I happy with it now that I've given up on that gun? Yeah, I'm really happy with it.
Name withheld. What scale do you think the Fuchs Ninja Scroll figures will be in? Are they doing Ninja Scroll?
Yeah,
they
announced it the other
announced
day.
it.
Okay. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they're not in like true 112 scale like their other stuff.
Oh, that's exactly what they're going to be.
Yeah.
No, they'll be small, like their true 112 scale. Smaller than Legends, put it that way. Freezer burn.
I have a feeling that most things they're wanting to get back to true 112, but they're kind of SOL on Legends. Everything else.
Here's the thing. I mean, when it comes to Legends, so I mean, the fact of the matter is, and everybody can sit around and bitch about Hasbro all they want. Hasbro set the bar, and they're not changing that. And Hasbro sells more 6-inch scale figures than anybody else and multiple other companies combined, whether it's G.I. Joe or Black Series, or Legends, or whatever. They're the ones that, perfected. I mean, there's a reason why, people use Marvel Legends as a verb to describe, when other figures have certain levels of articulation and things like that. Like it
uses a verb and talking about scale. It's like
it set a standard for 6-inch scale figures.
Jada is making their Street Fighter in it.
Yeah. So I mean, they can, people can be like, I want to do true 6-inch scale. Well, cool, good luck. But like, a lot of people are not going to want your stuff because it doesn't scale with their other stuff.
That did not work for DC Collectibles when they did their icons. When they did true 112 scale, people hated it because they were small.
They did 5.5. They went even smaller. They didn't do true 112 until they did the box set at the very, very end of the line. I have all of those ones from the box set. Or at least the ones that I needed.
Wonder Woman's actually bigger than all of them in that box set.
Yeah, I love that figure.
She is a DC Universe Classic scale figure.
That's the one I have on my display. That is.
I changed out the head with a DC Collectibles head, and I'm painted to match. The head I picked is like as a Wonder Woman head, but it looks a lot like Lucy Lawless, so it works for me. Back in the day, if the MCU happened in the 90s, I could totally see Lucy Lawless being cast as Wonder Woman. Because everybody loved Xena back in the day.
I think most people still really like Xena. She
Oh,
didn't take no shit off of anybody.
She's very much a analog for Red Sonja without being Red Sonja.
Yes.
I saw people were getting their figures that they ordered strictly from Loose Collector from the Dynamite Girls.
I know they're getting their hides because I've been seeing a whole bunch on Instagram.
I haven't seen Hyde, but I've seen Vampirella, Red Sonja, and Purgatory. But I haven't seen Hyde yet.
I'm just waiting for La Muerta. That's the one I want.
She looks great, and she's going to have double joint elbows.
Yep.
And a really good arsenal, too. They said going forward, all their new designs are going to have double joint elbows.
You know what? I think I'm going to end up getting rid of my Hell Witch.
I like that one.
No,
I like it, but like, I don't know. It's okay. I like my Lady Death better.
Yeah, Hell Witch don't seem like the same quality as Lady Death. It seems like it's kind of a step down.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like, my Lady Death works well in my Ghost Rider display. My Hell Witch doesn't really fit, and unless you're gonna like, and honestly, as I've had it, you know, and I haven't done anything with it, just sits there on the shelf, right? I still got the box and everything because I keep telling myself I'm probably gonna get rid of it. But like, honestly, let's be honest here. Unless you're just a huge Chaos Comics fan, the only reason you're getting that figure is to have her tits out. And
I'm sacrilegious then because mine doesn't have the tits out. Shit.
Well, mine doesn't either because that's not why I bought it. And like, I don't know. I don't see much point in having it in my collection.
Well, I think that's one thing too. There's
really
not a lot of
like
emotional connection to the character because she's basically was a replacement for Purgatory since they lost Purgatory when they went bankrupt. Dynamite bought Purgatory.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good figure. Don't get me wrong. They did a good job. The wing articulation is great. You know, the sculpt is great. The tits are great. But like, it just doesn't really have a place in my collection. I'm just kind of like, well, it's there.
Yeah.
You know,
there's some design engineering things is kind of questionable with her. Like that diaphragm ball joint is so tiny. You have to be careful with that thing. I got one disassembled and was able to like look at it. It's like you do not want to put any torque on that diaphragm. It's liable to break.
Well, and she can't crouch over, otherwise her tits fall off.
I just did the magnets on mine, the settings for the screws. I noticed I had to tweak the screws to get the tops to stay on properly. Took me two to make one decent one. The second one was missing a magnet in the chest. It only had 2 magnets instead of 3. So luckily I had the perfect size to replace it. I got these that fit right in there. And I think I got her parts over here. The one.
You doing Old West Doc Brown?
Oh no, it's just a lab coat because this lab coat is great.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm just saying because the way you've got that on there with the shoulder pieces coming down on the arms looks kind of like that Western.
Huh?
Yeah, it looks like that coat he had on in part 3.
Yeah, it does, huh? Looks like a duster.
Yeah, this is the parts. The diaphragm ball joint is got a tiny little stem.
Oh, yeah, it does.
I got her in my fodder bin now because it took me 2 to build one good one.
Wow.
The first one came with two left legs. The second one of the left legs broke.
Wow.
The pinless. So luckily I had 2 left legs already. No, wait a minute. Is it 2 rights? Whatever it was. I had two of the same leg. They sent me another figure to replace it with. Told me to keep the other one, which is good because I ended up swapping an arm or 2 on that one. Then I mixed and matched parts to put together one decent one. So that's why I put her back together with all the different parts. She's still in her box. I ain't ended up doing a review because I feel like I was going to do a negative review on it no matter what because how much issues I had out of it.
Well, obviously you should.
It's kind of a POS. My experience with
That looks like some good fodder though to do like what's her face? I'm blanking on the name now. Why am I blanking on the name? The vampire Jean Grey. Or not vampire.
Goblin Queen?
Goblin Queen. Thank you.
Oh,
why that name just left my brain for a minute. Do like a Goblin Queen out of her.
Good possibility. I wonder if the shriek legs would fit on her. A little loose, but it looks like they're too small too. So
they're not thick enough.
Yeah, the designs. I wasn't real crazy about the designs of the arms on these two. Lady Death seemed like it was just like a better figure design wise. Their wings are beautiful and the face is painted nice.
Yeah, except the faces on the new ones are.
Yeah, this one the face is painted really nice, and the eyes are not too far apart.
You take those horns off of there and give a little bit of a red dry brush to that hair, and that's Goblin Queen.
Yeah. Good point. Take those horns out and put some green stuff in there to fill it, resculpt over that. That could definitely work as a Goblin Queen. That's a good idea, Matt. Make an actual Goblin Queen that people would actually want.
She even comes with tits.
I think I'm actually going to do that.
Even comes with tits.
Now comes with tits. Cool. I'll have to remember to get that hip off there. It's like be looking like these shriek legs. Like, what the hell did I do with that hip? All right. I think we're at the 2-hour mark. I think it might be just way to call it a night for on the live stream.
Word.
Well, everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out, hanging out with us. I didn't get a whole lot done on Primeval because paint's drying. I did the dry brushing. Once this dry brushes, when the dry brush dries, I'll take medium gray XF20 and do all the veins. And there's a lot of veins on these legs.
Did you want to go over some chat before we bounce out?
Yeah, let's do that. Make sure we got all the chat. Let's see, where we at? Actually, shot to the face. That was Mr. Freeze. Talked about them briefly on the episode. I was talking about the Ninja Scroll, or was it 62? I think it's icons. I was going to get DTOS, but I found the Billy bookcase with glass doors. Should do white, easier to see. Other options are dark blue, hard to see. I like darker cases myself. Makes your figures stand out a little more. I did black with background on my shelves.
Yeah, unless you lose your lights.
Yeah, then it's really dark.
Then it's really dark. And you can't see.
Alrighty, I think that's all the chat. And everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
Remember, since I'm off tomorrow, I'm going to try to do a G.I. Joe video. Some G.I. Joe Customs.
Cool.
And we'll be back on Thursday night. Remember to do all that wonderful YouTube stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We'll catch y'all next time.
Later.
Later.